Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is the update for Bitcoin. Now, still looking for this Y wave to complete. There are a couple options. I'll show you those in a moment, as well as show you what I'm going to do to modify my trade long currently. At the moment, this is the cleanest chart I have found. If you've been watching my videos, you know I searched a couple days for an exchange with a clean count, and this is literally the only one, which is Bitstamp. Everything else has this as like a three-wave pattern. WXYs here, considering the correction starting here and coming up to something really complex. I'm personally going off this Bitstamp chart until I'm proven otherwise that this isn't the correct one. First of all, I have 5 waves down in a diagonal, came up between the 50 and the 618 of the previous down move. We then came down in 5. We hit the extension as expected to the tick in Elliott Wave at the 1.618 extension there you see at 25,386. We then came up a little bit higher than expected in a WXY correction between the 50 and the 618, pretty extreme for a fourth wave, but still completely valid, no overlap with the 1, as you can see. We then came down in 5 waves and made a slight new low, very slight, pretty much a double bottom, as you can see here, for our 5th. You can see it just made a new low. So I've been working off this chart, and things are going pretty much as planned. Had a expanded flat here as an ABC, ending diagonal there for our C, came down in a double zigzag and hit right between the 50 and the 618. Now this is where around where I have my entry. I'm going to put that on the chart right now, just so you know. I'm on obviously a different exchange for trading purposes, but this is basically the entry I took. Where's my long? Where's my long? Come on. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So currently I have my entry like this. My entry was at, let's see here. I got 2/3 of my entry in. It was at 26,330.6. So that was my entry. If you follow my content, you know I take buys at the 382, the 50, and the 618, 1/3 of each. And that was off this wave here, looking for the X wave. So my average price is between the 382 and the 50, and I'm 2/3 filled. I never added to it after that. So that's my entry. $330.6 right there. Stop is at that low currently. I'm going to adjust this for trading purposes up to this B wave here, this pivot. So there's no way I'll be losing money in this trade. It will be up approximately negligible, like 1%, very small. But my stop will be moved to this pivot here. You see here. Like so. So after that, I was looking for a flat pattern. So a 3, looking for 5 waves. Now there's a couple different ways this can fill out. I just want to make you guys aware of. This could be like a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for a 5th wave up there. This could also be a double zigzag in itself, A, B, C, and be done here. There's lots of different ways this can fill out. This can also just be a 3-wave A. We come back here and make our Y later on. Again, this correction can just get bigger. And last but not least, this could be a series of zigzags, and this could make a ending diagonal. where we come up like this and finish. So based on all those corrections, that's the reason I'm putting my stop at this pivot, because if we don't hold that level, I would expect we topped here in the ABC as a WXY over here, and we're just going to collapse after this. But there's a couple things that still lead me to believe we need more upside. The main one is I want to come to the most probable area here, the 50 and the 618 of this proposed A wave down, which is up here at 28,576. And that's pulling off this low here, not the lesser low below that. Off the bottom of the fifth. So because of that, I'm letting this run a little bit more. Again, my stop is in profit. There's no reason to lose money on this trade if you are in it. That's just silly. And I'm looking to take profit at least at the 50 at 28,576, whichever one's closer between log and linear. Probably 28,391. I'll close my trade. That'll end up being a nice little trade there around this area. Unless I see some pretty significant obvious things on the divergence down at the 15-minute level. But doesn't appear to be crazy divergence yet. That looks like a B wave in our fourth coming up higher. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. I'm looking for this to either be an A wave finishing, pan out a little bit, come back up, then dump, or this to turn into an ending diagonal, or just finish up from here with another wave up into our high probability area between the 50 and the 618 of this down move. Now after that, I should show you what we're expecting, because I'm going to be opening up a short at pretty much the same time that I close my trade. Is I'm looking for the short. I'll show you in another video. I don't have time to do it right now, but I'm looking for a short up in this area, if I can get an average price between the two. Looking for around 22K. Now I'm expecting lower, but that's the mid-range I'm expecting, somewhere between 21 and 24K to the downside to get a connecting leg, and this makes a B, C to the downside to complete our temporary downtrend. And once the pivot is in, I will be able to target that a lot better, somewhere around the 1-to-1 or the 1.236 and the 1.382, as you can see. So maybe even targeting a little higher. It all depends where we pivot here and how the waves print out, our 5 waves down, to figure out our exact extensions. Now as for time, you know, I like to track time as well. The 1-to-1 in time of this W wave off the X, you can see in gray there, would be around Friday, October 13th. I would expect this wave to take at least the 618, which is here on Friday the 6th. So anticipating a little more time in this correction. That's why I consider that maybe we get bigger. And also the larger time frame here, this wave extended off in time. We're at the 0.618, which is also a common target for a correction to the downside there between the 618 and the 1-to-1. So you can see we're kind of in the zone we would expect the correction to finish. All right, guys, that's your update on Bitcoin. Currently long, looking to close at the 50. If you're on your own exchange and you choose to do the same thing, again, not financial advice, just telling you what I'm doing. You pull your fibs from here, look at the 50, Go between linear and log, see which one is closer, and take your profit. But I am going to short at those levels as well, at 28,391 and 29,165. I would normally be short already if I wasn't long and watching this very closely. I would have sold at 382, but because we're making a pretty deep B wave, I'm expecting at least hitting these two areas. All right, guys, that's Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see my other trade setups. I have a lot on the go currently. Thanks for watching.